Today I will be reviewing a fragrance called Inexcusable Evil by Toskovat. The box comes with a poem from the perfumer himself. Today I remembered destruction. The pain of life often makes me forget the more disgusting pain of having it taken. Fallen buildings on the news, crying babies, burnt flowers, memories lost, tears drowned, coffees never shared. At least I have iodine on my wounds and crutches left to use. But what about those that don't? The next war will decide not what is right, but what is left. Hate all governments and love all people. The fragrance is supposed to smell like blood and iodine, burning buildings, and flowers on fire. As someone who has smelled all of those things, I'm going to review this fragrance. Here we go. I can smell it from here very vividly. That is scarily accurate. Wow. So right away, you get the smoke and you get the concrete. And you get the burning flowers. And of course, the blood and iodine, the main star of the show. Wow. It is very smoky and very minerally, both from the blood and from the concrete. Smells like gunpowder. Wow. That is very realistic. Too realistic. So, on the back of the label of this fragrance, you can see that the perfumer put on the other side, "I wish I didn't." I'm gonna assume that he meant he wishes he didn't make this fragrance. I can see why. When I was in 7th grade, 10 years ago, I walked through a building, it was my friend's house, and it had burnt to a crisp. It was still erect, but the entirety of the interior was charred black. And it was surreal walking through that house that I had hung out in, played in, you know? Played the upright piano that was in there. And that is a smell that never leaves you. And this fragrance captures that so realistically. It's dead on. My junior year of college, I got a bouquet of roses and I threw them in the fireplace so that I could take some photos. We had a fire pit in the backyard and I threw it in there. And the photos turned out fantastic. And I still remember the smell of those flowers on fire. And this fragrance captures that perfectly as well. But the scent that comes out the furthest in this fragrance is the blood and iodine. I am amazed by the perfumer's ability to capture the scent of blood and iodine and burning buildings and flowers on fire so perfectly. So there's a question that has remained unanswered during this video. When would you wear a fragrance like this? If you're having a rough day and you really do not want people being up in your space, you should wear this fragrance. Now, as someone who smelled a bunch of niche fragrances, I can appreciate this. If someone were to wear this around me, I would be quite intrigued. However, most people who smell this scent are going to be put off by it. This would be the perfect fragrance for Halloween if you're wearing more of a bloody kind of costume. This definitely is not a date night fragrance. It's more of a trench coat and fedora, walking around kind of fragrance. If you're going to a dinner party, or if you're going to a place where you're around people in close quarters, I would not recommend wearing this. However, if you're just gonna walk around in a store or walk around downtown and you want to smell mysterious and maybe a bit frightening, this is the perfect scent for that. Thank you all for watching this review, and for bearing with me as I unpacked difficult emotions.